Hey guys, I'm Brent. Welcome to the Daily Devo, and today we're going to be talking about Mount Gilboa. Here's the one thing I want you to know today. Write it down, remember it, meditate on it, and it's simply this. Partial obedience is complete disobedience. King Saul had to learn this the hard way. You see, God had given Saul a commandment in 1 Samuel chapter 15. His assignment was to completely destroy the Amalekites. And when God said completely destroy, he meant completely destroy. Well, as the story unfolds, we discover that Saul was partially obedient to his assignment. He destroyed everything with the exception of the Amalekites' king Agag and the best of their sheep and goats and cattle and fat calves and lambs and anything else that appealed to him. But anything that was worthless or of poor quality, well, that was what was completely destroyed. Well, in verses 10 and 11, Saul finds out exactly why partial obedience is complete disobedience. Here's what it says. Then the Lord said to Samuel, I am sorry that I ever made Saul king, for he has not been loyal to me, and he has refused to obey my command. Samuel was so deeply moved when he heard this that he cried out to the Lord all night. You see, because Saul was only partially obedient to the instruction God had given him, God looked at his acts as complete disobedience. If you keep reading, you'll discover that because of his partial obedience, God would remove Saul as king of Israel. You see, the life of Saul would come to an end in chapter 31 on Mount Gilboa. If you look at verse 1, it opens up describing how the Philistines attacked Israel and slaughtered many men on Mount Gilboa. That day on that mountain, Saul suffered a nearly fatal injury which he knew he couldn't recover from. As a result, he fell on his own sword, ending his life. Now, I would venture to say that while Saul's physical life ended on Mount Gilboa, it was a result of his spiritual life ending back in chapter 16. You see, his spiritual life suffered because of his lack of full obedience. Today, let's let Saul's life serve as a reminder to you and I that partial obedience is complete disobedience.